My child, today I want you to open your heart wide and listen very carefully. You face challenges, trials, and obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. Some of these difficulties may have made you feel small, powerless, or even defeated. This message is meant to breathe new strength into you. It's a truth that has the power to break down every wall, lift every burden, and give you victory over every battle. It's the truth of faith. Not just any faith, but the kind of faith that can move mountains. Yes, my child, you have the power to move mountains. And today, my beloved, if your soul hungers for my blessings, speak it in faith. Type "Yes, I need" and let your words rise to me, for I am eager to bless you abundantly. You've heard it said, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Matthew 17:20. Let me start by saying this. You don't need massive, unshakable faith to begin. Even if your faith feels small, weak, or fragile right now, that's okay. I can work with it. My child, do you realize how small a mustard seed is? It's tiny, barely noticeable, but when planted, it grows into one of the largest trees. In the same way, your faith, no matter how small it feels, has the potential to grow into something great and powerful. But here's what you need to know. Faith isn't about the size, it's about the source. If your faith is rooted in me, even the smallest seed of faith can accomplish the impossible. I don't need you to have it all figured out. I don't need you to be perfect. I just need you to trust in me. I know the mountains in front of you seem massive. They loom over you, making you feel small and insignificant. These mountains can be anything: a difficult relationship, financial struggles, health issues, anxiety, fear, doubt, or even the feeling of being lost in life. These mountains seem immovable, like they will always be in your way, blocking your path, weighing you down. But I want to ask you something. What if I told you that these mountains were never meant to stop you? You might be asking, but God, how can I move these mountains? How can I face something so big and win? My child, here's the truth. It's not about how big the mountain is. It's about how big I am. The mountains you're facing may seem impossible to move, but remember, I am the God of the impossible. Child of mine, if this message has moved you deeply, show your faith by hitting the like button. It is a sign of our bond, and know that I walk with you always. I want you to understand something important today. The mountains in your life are not stronger than my power within you. Those obstacles that seem so unmovable are nothing in the face of my mighty power. If you trust me, if you have faith in me, I will give you the strength to overcome them. One of the most important things you need to understand about faith is that it is released through your words. You see, when Jesus said that faith can move mountains, he didn't just tell you to sit back and watch. He said, if you say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," it will move. Your words have power, my child. You have been created in my image. And just as I spoke the world into existence, you too have the ability to speak life into your situation. Don't just accept the mountains in your life, speak to them. Command them to move in faith, and watch as I work on your behalf. You might be thinking, but God, what if nothing happens? What if the mountain doesn't move? I want you to remember this. When you speak in faith, you are not relying on your own strength. You are relying on mine, and I will always come through for you. Don't be afraid to declare victory even before you see it. Faith is believing before seeing. Faith is not passive, my child. It's not just about believing in your heart. It's also about taking action. You've been praying and waiting, but now I'm telling you, it's time to move. I've placed dreams, visions, and desires in your heart, and you've been holding back because of fear or doubt. But today, I'm telling you to step out in faith. You might be wondering, but God, what if I fail? What if I'm not strong enough to handle this? My beloved, you don't need to be afraid of failure. When you step out in faith, you're not stepping out alone. I am with you every step of the way, and I will never let you fall. Even if you stumble, I will catch you and lift you up. Remember the story of Peter walking on water. As long as he kept his eyes on me, he was able to walk on top of the waves. It was only when he looked at the storm that he began to sink. Keep your eyes on me, and I will enable you to do the impossible. I know waiting can be hard. You've prayed for things that haven't happened yet, and you're wondering if I've forgotten about you. Let me assure you, I haven't. The waiting season is not a wasted season. It's a season where your faith is being strengthened and refined. Sometimes I allow the waiting because I want to teach you something. I want to deepen your trust in me. If I gave you everything the moment you asked for it, your faith wouldn't have a chance to grow. Just like a muscle needs resistance to get stronger, your faith needs moments of waiting and trusting. Don't give up in the waiting, my child. I'm always working, even when you can't see it. I know it's hard to be patient, but trust me, when the time is right, everything will fall into place. My timing is perfect, and I will not fail you. Dear one, if you desire to walk continually under my grace, consider supporting the mission that carries my message. Your generous heart, through even a simple act, furthers my will in the world. Many of you are battling fear right now. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But my child, fear and faith cannot live in the same heart. One will always crowd out the other. And so today, I am asking you to choose faith over fear. When fear tries to overwhelm you, remember my words in Isaiah 41:10. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. I know it's easy to feel afraid, especially when the future is uncertain. But I want you to know that I am already in your future. I see the end from the beginning, and I am preparing the way for you. All you need to do is trust me. Cast your fears aside and step forward in faith. There are blessings waiting for you on the other side of your faith. I have so much in store for you, my child, things that you haven't even dreamed of yet. But many of these blessings are unlocked by faith. When you step out in faith, when you trust me with your whole heart, you open the door to the abundant life I've promised you. Don't settle for less than what I have for you. Don't let doubt rob you of the blessings I want to pour into your life. Hebrews 11:6 tells you that without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him. When you have faith, you are positioning yourself to receive my favor and blessings. One of the greatest gifts of faith is peace. When you trust me, truly trust me, there's no room for worry or anxiety. Faith allows you to rest in the knowledge that I am in control, even when everything around you seems chaotic. You might be asking, but God, how can I have peace when my life feels like it's falling apart? Here's the secret. Peace doesn't come from your circumstances. It comes from me. As you place your faith in me, I will give you a peace that surpasses all understanding. This peace will guard your heart and mind, and it will carry you through the storm. Beloved, let my light shine through you. Share this message with someone seeking hope. As you spread my word, know that I am with you, filling you and them with my grace, my child. Faith gives you victory. You were not created to live in defeat. You were created to live in victory. Victory over sin, victory over fear, victory over every trial that comes your way. Romans 8:37 reminds you that in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. When you stand in faith, you stand in victory. The battles you are facing today will not defeat you, because I have already overcome them. All you need to do is walk in the victory I have secured for you. So, my child, here is my message to you. You have the power to move mountains, not by your own strength, but by your faith in me. No mountain is too big, no obstacle too great, when you trust in me with all your heart. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt cloud your vision. Stand firm in faith, speak to the mountains in your life, and watch as I move them on your behalf. I love you deeply, more than you could ever comprehend. And I have great things in store for you, blessings, victories, and miracles that you can't even imagine right now. But it all starts with faith. Child of mine, if this message has moved you deeply, show your faith by hitting the like button. It is a sign of our bond, and know that I walk with you always. Amen.